Now, developing news from KXAN News.
Right now, we are learning new details about the investigation into the death of a Starflight nurse.
Monday night, Kristin McLain fell while rescuing a woman from the Barton Creek Greenbelt. KXAN's Angie Bevan joins us live now from East Austin, where the news conference just wrapped up. Angie?
Well, Shannon, even in a news conference setting, it still was emotional for a lot of these first responders as they spoke about the colleague that they lost. And in this news conference, we did hear from the NTSB. We also heard from EMS officials and also from crews that work with Starflight as well. Now, what the NTSB said is what we're all waiting for. That's who's investigating this accident. They tell us they have 3 levels to their investigation. They say that's looking at potential human error, mechanical or equipment failure, and then also looking at the environment at the time of the accident. Well, EMS crews earlier said that this rescue did warrant sending Starflight because it was dark in the evening. They couldn't locate the initial patient. And they say that she had fallen about 13 feet, so they needed to send Starflight to this rescue. They say that McLain was lowered onto the ground about 1 hour after that initial call. She did make it to the patient, was able to hook her up. And they say that when McLain was found, she was pronounced dead on scene. However, she did have her harness on. Here's more from what Starflight had to say today.
It's devastating. We've lost a close friend, a good colleague, and caused a lot of pain and suffering for her family. And it's also kind of shaken us to the core.
And also here at this building where the news conference was, flags are at half staff. They're remembering the nurse. They're remembering Kristin McLain today here. And the NTSB also wanted to point out they're not here to fine anyone. They're simply here for accident prevention. Their entire report into this accident, though, could take up to 1 year. They say in the next few weeks they hope to get, or even in about a week's time or so, they hope to get the preliminary report. Reporting live in East Austin, Angie Bevan, KXAN News.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. This morning, family, friends, and first responders led a procession for Kristin McLain. Members from Starflight escorted the nurse's body from the Travis County Medical Examiner's office to a funeral home in Lakeway where she lived. Austin Police's Air One also led an escort overhead. Kristin's co-workers describe her as tough, driven, and compassionate.
Very caring individual. Tried to put it out on the surface about how tough she was, which she was, but so caring, would do anything for anybody at any time.
Chuck Spangler there says even with all the tough emotions, they're moving forward because they believe that's what Kristin would want them to do. Her memorial service will be Friday morning. It'll be held at the Hill Country Bible Church in Austin at 11:30. We will broadcast that memorial service live on KXAN and on KXAN.com.